Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. So last lecture we have seen the theoretical base of marginal costing as well as the formula which are used in cost volume profit analysis. Now today we will solve first question on marginal costing. So read the question given. The following information is available from the books of Ajanta Limited. So they have given two columns, particulars and amount. Now here in this question, the information is given per unit. Selling price, marginal cost, number of units sold and fixed cost. And first we have to calculate profit. What is the profit earned by the company during the period? Okay. So now as I have given you the formula, how you will start solving the question, how you will calculate profit earned, anyone?
Ma'am, first we'll calculate quantity.
Correct. Very good. So in the question of marginal costing, you have to start with contribution. So here they have given selling price and marginal cost. So right first we will calculate profit earned. So write in the column selling price of the product rupees 50. Marginal cost is given rupees 35. So what is the formula of contribution? Selling price per unit minus marginal cost per unit. That is contribution. So if total sales, total marginal cost is given, you have to take it total contribution. But in this question, they have given per unit. So rupees 15 will be contribution per unit. Have you followed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, in marginal costing, what is the formula of profit? Total contribution minus fixed cost. So, they have given number of units sold 10,000. So, total contribution will be rupees 15 into 10,000 units. Right? 1,50,000.
Can you repeat the step?
Yes.
Can you repeat the step?
Yes. So we have calculated contribution per unit. So the product gives rupees 15 as contribution per unit. Now how many units the company has sold? 10,000. So 15 into 10,000, 1,50,000 will be the total contribution of the company. So total contribution minus fixed cost 1,20,000. So profit will be 30,000. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now tell me formula of PV ratio.
Contribution upon sales.
Correct. Contribution upon sales into 100. So here rupees 15 is contribution and 50 is the selling price. So 15 divided by 50 into 100. Okay. 15 divided by 50 into 100. That will be the, yes, 30% will be the 30% will be your PV ratio. Have you followed? In this question, the information is given per unit. So 15 divided by 50 into 100. 30% is PV ratio. Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now next, what they have asked? Break-even point in units and break-even point in sales. Now tell me the formula of break-even point in units.
Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit.
Very good. So that is how many units you are required to sell to get the situation of no profit, no loss. So break even point in unit is equal to now while solving the question, you have to also give the formula, you have to show the working, and then you have to give the answer. So total fixed cost is 1,20,000 divided by contribution per unit rupees 15. Yes. What is the answer?
$8,000.
Yes, 8,000 units. You are required to sell 8,000 units to reach at no profit, no loss situation. Okay. Now go to break-even sales. How you will calculate break-even sales? There are two formula. Break-even point in units into selling price or fixed cost upon PV ratio. So break-even point in units, 8,000 units into selling price, rupees 50. Okay. So 4 lakh will be your break-even sales or break-even point in value. There is one more. Now actually this is additional formula. This answer is right, but we will check whether the answer is same. So fixed cost is 1,20,000.
Ma'am, can you repeat that step once again? Break even point in sales.
Yes, break-even point in units means how many units you have to sell to reach at no profit, no loss situation. Now, what is the meaning of break-even point in sales? You have to calculate the sales. You have to calculate the break-even point in value. So, 4 lakh. So, what is the one more? So, break-even point in units into selling price is equal to break-even point in sales. Have you followed this?
Ma'am, we can do this with the other formula also, no?
Yes. So we are just checking whether we are getting the same answer. There are two
Okay.
formula and in this question, the whole information is available. So fixed cost 1,20,000 divided by PV ratio 0.3 you have to take. Okay. Why? Because it is 30%. 30% means 30 upon 100 means 0.3. So you will get the same answer 4 lakh. So
4 lakh.
rupees 4 lakh is your break even sales. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next we have to calculate margin of safety. The meaning of margin of safety is how much you are above the break even sales. So the formula is actual sales minus break even sales. Now what is actual sales? The company had sold 10,000 units. Selling
5
price
lakh.
is 50. So 5 lakh actual sales. Minus break-even sales. 1 lakh will be your margin of safety. Is it clear? Now, one more.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. One more thing they have asked, margin of safety ratio. What does it mean? Margin of safety upon sales into 100. So now we will calculate margin of safety ratio. Margin of safety 1 lakh upon sales 5 lakh into 100.
20%.
Yes.
20.
20% is margin of safety. All of you have completed and followed?
No, I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
go back
Yes,
to
ma'am.
the
Ma'am.
Any doubt in
Excel
this?
sheet.
No, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Ma'am, repeat the last two steps. Margin of safety.
Yes, margin of safety means the cells above break-even cells. So the formula is actual cells minus break-even cells. Now what are actual cells? Read the information given. Selling price rupees 50 and number of units sold 10,000. So 10,000 into 50, 5 lakh. So 5 lakh and break-even cells we have calculated 4 lakh. So 5 lakh minus 4 lakh, 1 lakh will be your margin of safety. And one more thing they have asked, margin of safety ratio. So what is the ratio of margin of safety? Margin of safety divided by cells into 100. Have you followed? Margin of safety 1 lakh, cells 5 lakh. So 20% is margin of safety ratio.
Okay, ma'am, there is another formula, profit upon P by V ratio.
Yes. So as you know, it is a mathematical relationship between variables. So you can calculate by various methods like in mathematics. So you can use that formula and you will get the same answer. So profit of the profit is 30,000 divided by 0.3. So it may come in points, but roundly it is same. Okay, have you followed the first question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Now we will solve one more question today. So now in this question, they have given two products, product P and product Q. Okay, so all of you have completed the first question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now we will read the
Yes,
next question. The following information is available for Bharat Limited for two products, product P and product Q. Again, in this question, they have given the details per unit, selling price, marginal cost, and number of units sold. Now what they have given, fixed cost for the period is 2 lakh and you have required to calculate profit and PV ratio. So as we have seen in the earlier question also, in marginal costing, you have to start the question by finding out contribution. So we are going to find out contribution for product P and product Q. Okay. So formula of contribution is selling price minus marginal cost. In this question, again they have given per unit. So make two columns, product P, product Q. Selling price of P 500, selling price of Q 1000. Marginal cost per unit 350 and 800. Now contribution. Selling price minus marginal cost 150 and 200. Have you followed?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
again we are finding out profit. So total contribution minus fixed cost is profit. So what is the total contribution for P and Q? In the question, they have given number of units sold. So multiply by number of units. For P, 1000 and for Q, 1500. So total contribution comes to 1,50,000 and 3 lakh. For product P, total contribution is 1,50,000 and product Q total contribution is 3 lakh. Now, as the company is selling two products, for company's profit, you have to find out total contribution of both products. So total contribution for P and Q, 1,50,000 plus 3 lakh. So it is 4,50,000. Now what is the fixed cost? It is 2 lakh. So total contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit, 2,50,000. All of you have followed this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now PV ratio. Okay. So the formula of PV ratio is contribution upon sales into 100. So calculate for product P. Product P, contribution 150 divided by sales 500 into 100. 30%. For product Q, 200 divided by 1000 into 100. So 20%.
20%.
Yes. So what you have to do in marginal costing, you have to understand the relationship between cost, volume and profit. So how fixed cost is deducted at the end, then how marginal cost is find out, how contribution is calculated. Okay, so have you followed how to solve the questions on marginal costing?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have any doubt, ask at the same time.
Ma'am, can you once go back to the Excel sheet?
Yes. Yes, what do you want to? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so next lecture we will solve more questions on marginal costing.